We won't get copyright for this.
Alright, here.
How did he get the tanning pills to just wear off like that?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a day-to-day thing.
What's up, white people? And the rest of you motherfuckers? I'm starting a trend. Look what I got. 1.
Oh, I saw this.
2.
But I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh,
But why are they eating Burger King?
Watch. Shut up.
Hashtag apology lunch. Go find yourself a black person and buy him some fucking food. Hashtag apology lunch.
Is that a joke?
No,
It's dead serious?
I mean, that guy was being serious. Look at him. I mean, I'm sure that could be... It's hilarious to us because it's like a joke. But, like, that guy, look at his fucking face. He just picked up 2 giant black dudes and bought a Burger King and was
We gotta
so proud of
find a
himself.
black dude, buy him some food, and then they eat the food, and they'll be like, yeah, I want to get some more food.
That shit is so funny. I just love find yourself a black person and buy them some fucking food.
Find yourself a black person and fuck his mother. Apology fuck.
Apology launch. Hey, I'm gonna objectify you guys, but here's some food.
Find yourself a black person and eat his wife's pussy.
Yeah.
Apology lunch.
Yeah. You want equality? Why aren't there black dudes letting white guys fuck their wives?
Exactly.
Okay. They'd just be watching like, dang, I worked that shit compared to this little thing.
I know I don't have internal racism because the cuckolding, because I'm colorblind when it comes to cuckolding porn. Except for Indians. I don't like to have Indians because they're always like, because their voices are so funny. They're like, I'm fucking your wife's pussy.
Okay, that was awesome.
And when they come, he goes,
so
thank you, come again. After he fucks.
You took too long of a break between the build up to that to make the bit work.
The bit's not done.
It was really like
does that bit sound done to you?
Well, no, but it sounded like you were pitching a bit.
I am pitching a bit.
But like, so you watch like cuckold porn that is just like you think it's hotter that it's a dude watching his wife get fucked and masturbate. Like, you think that
you're asking me about cuckolding porn?
Yeah.
No, the idea is the wife is humiliating the husband.
Right, and
by fucking dudes.
Yeah, but the husband's in the room. And enjoys it.
And hopefully not riding a scooter.
Right,
the stealing the show.
Please just let me finish my fucking question, you child.
I'm sorry.
You child. But usually the dude's in the room jerking off too, right?
Usually he has a device on that keeps him from getting an erection, but sometimes he jerks off.
Okay, it's just like, because in a weird way, I guess other than the fact that you don't have a connection, like, isn't all porn kind of cuckolding? You're just watching people fuck, like, that's kind of what it is.
Well, they do cam stuff like that where a woman doesn't. These days, a woman doesn't even have to have another person. She just has a fake cock and pretends she's fucking a dude in front of you.
Porn sites within the past 3 years, Paul. Jesus.
Well, I haven't been on it really in about a month. I don't know if anything's changed.
No, it's the same.
I mean, I saw all the porn, but again, it's been a month, so there's probably a whole bunch.
Yeah, there's more.
See, that's why I wanted to have Daisy on the show, so that I could just ask her questions, and then we explain things to you, and then it'd be funny.
Yeah, but it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't know if that'll happen.
No, I don't think it'll happen either. I think somebody might get a little weird about it. And challenge me to a fight. Wait, do all white people look funny? Green's my best color. That's he's good with kids.
It would have been funny if he was like, that's funny, you racist piece of shit.
Wait, I want to hear what song the kid's gonna pick. I still think the best part of this movie was the white kid watching Prince and laughing. And you sold your car, and that's enough to pay for Harvard?
In the 80s, there's a chance.
Yeah. How would they let you stay in school after pulling off a stunt like that? A stunt. That's fraud.
Just go to a different fucking school, you idiot.
I know, dude. How fucking humiliating. And this is literally illegal. Oh, when it said A-, we're watching closed captioning. When it said A-, I thought it said anus. I'm losing my eyesight. I remember watching a Joe Rogan video, and Joe Rogan was talking about a guy who was half black, half white. He's like, that's the perfect combination because you have like the athleticism of a black person and the brains of a white person. Oh, what did you think of that Joey Diaz?
You can. Oh God.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard of.
I've noticed a lot of people are just going yee with Delia and just being like, I mean.
Yeah, but the Delia thing turned out to be bullshit.
That's not necessarily.
Nah, he produced all these fucking email or these exchanges, and it turned out. He didn't know the girl was like 16, and then when he found out, he's like, and then he said, "Oh, I thought you had to be 18 to be at the show." And he goes, "All right, I'm out," and then that's it. That's all that happened.
There's been multiple stories.
I know, but they're all legal.
That doesn't make it not scummy for this 45-year-old dude to be
trying to banging
18-year-olds because he's famous.
Yeah, that's not really.
I think.
If
dude,
it wasn't,
listen,
if it wasn't, they wouldn't have changed it to 16.
Listen, it's not. What? No, there's plenty of stories that come. There's one about a 21-year-old girl that just kind of makes him look like a creep. But
yeah,
like,
yeah.
But like, that's what I'm saying.
But it wasn't illegal.
Dude, it's not. Nobody's saying that he broke the fucking law.
No, they did. They said that he tried to get
no,
nudes from
no,
a 16-year-old.
But what I'm saying is no comedian is going like he's a fucking creep. Like, I don't think anybody thinks he's an actual pedophile or actually solicited child porn. I think he's fucked some 16-year-olds.
Oh, well, maybe
it's legal, but it's still fucking shitty.
Well,
he's
still the right response.
He's still taking advantage
of being famous,
of young, very easily influenced girls. Are you fucking kidding me? Like at 8, the difference between 16 and 21. Are you saying you were anywhere close to the same person when you were 21 that you were when you were 16?
Like, when I was
like, you can't say that
18, I fucked a 28-year-old. That was fine. We were friends.
Listen, I'm not saying it's wrong, but she wasn't famous. You weren't a big fan of hers. She didn't coax you into coming over. You fucked her.
I was a fan of hers.
You know what I mean, dude. I mean, I get it. You want to side with the perv. That's your thing. But like,
I don't think it's perverted.
I think it's fucking gross. But like, I think at 21 everything is okay. I think it can get weird, but if the government thinks you can drink, I think that's when they said your brain is like at its full development.
Your brain's at your full development when you're like 25.
25? Well, I mean, 21 is like a solid age, but I think like anybody in the teenage years, once you're in your 30s, and like the whole he didn't know, he should have known. If he's at the point where he's asking for nudes, he should ask her.
I wouldn't ask for nudes, period.
But exactly. Well, that's the whole thing, is that there's multiple things of him trying to solicit them, and like multiple of them are girls that said no, and then you found out.
Taste. I just don't. I'm just not into nudes.
But you know what I mean. Like, it's just like, that's the whole thing. I don't think anybody's
being famous and having sex.
I don't think
with
anybody's trying to lock him up. It's just kind of shitty. Like, it's not the best. Exactly. But he could fuck plenty of 25-year-old women. But like,
that's just such a weird.
But
that's
instead,
just such a weird
he
thing.
goes to Canada and fucks 16-year-olds where it's legal. It's like.
Well, I don't know if he did that.
And it's other girls that he like met in other. It's like other girls that he met, or they messaged him when they were underage, and then like, and my opinion on it is that it's creepy, but it's not illegal, so it's not as bad. But like,
That sounds desperate.
dude, I mean, say what you want. You can be on Delia's side.
Well, I'm not on anybody's side. I just
but,
don't think it's a big deal.
I think it's.
If you're
I think he's
fucking-
abusing his fame, and like he should know better. And if it's like. I mean, it's definitely not a big deal because you were born in 1970, like, 2. So, like, actually probably before that. You were probably in high school in 72. Like, but you gotta understand where we are. He has to know that isn't a good idea. Like, and then there's so many damning clips of him saying shit that's, like, all circumstantial, so it's not. But of him, the shit on podcasts just being like, have you seen a 14-year-old girl lately? It's like 14, 35, and there's no in between. They all look the same. And like, it's like there's another one.
I barely know who the guy is.
He's a really, really bad comedian. Like,
Oh no, I saw the beige frequency.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, he's absolutely atrocious.
To me, that's
And
far more of a controversy.
Another funny thing is that he was on that show You, where he played a comedian that like took advantage of young girls because he was famous.
Yeah.
And then he also was on the show Workaholics, where he played a pedophile.
Nah, he'd be a good pedophile. I can tell by his face.
He did. He had a lot going against him, but like I saw a fucking thing from The Fighter and the Kid, Brendan Callen and Brendan Schaub.
Oh, the thing where he had that reaction to the Snapchat
yeah, and
thing.
they were crying about it though. Like literally, when they were talking about it, they started like crying.
I'll never get
They
that.
kind of threw him down the river there.
I watched
It's
that
like,
beige frequency thing
Most
again
people
about
are
that
like-
fucking fight, about that Brendan Schaub thing. I'll never get that nicey nice thing out of my head. I'm gonna hate that guy forever
Who?
for going nicey nice. Have you watched it?
What, the Brendan Schaub one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just don't remember that.
Oh, it's that and the Asian guy when he starts doing the Asian voice for a guy who doesn't even talk like that.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think like he. I think what is gonna happen to him is what he deserves. Like I don't think that he deserves to
He
go
deserves
to jail.
it for being a fucking shitty comic.
I think. Well,
But honestly, I
well,
don't
I
think that makes that much of a fucking difference.
I mean, if you're comparing things to like when you were young and shit, yeah, like in the fucking 80s, Van Halen fucked, or the people of Metallica on tour in Europe fucked nothing but 14 and unders, I'm sure. But like,
No, I compare it to what my attitude is at the age of 18, 19, 20 years old.
it's just like, you gotta think about the person that you were when you were 18 compared to the person that you were when you were 21. Those 3 years, that's a big 3 years that you change a lot as a person. I mean, maybe you didn't because you're, different for this sake of
You know what I think a lot of it is? You can't imagine anybody fucking Chris Delia.
Oh no, I totally get it. I
Like
totally
anybody,
get it.
like
his
him
comedy is
fucking
for
anybody.
teenage girls. Like
Him fucking anybody seems like he must have scammed it somehow.
No, not at all.
'Cause he's just
no,
gross.
he's not a bad looking dude at all. And he makes comedy for
That
teenagers.
weird
and
hair
dumb,
and that
basic people.
fucking weird face.
Like no, I'm sure he slays pussy. I'm no doubt about it. That doesn't no. I believe, especially as far
Ghostface fucks
as far as
fans.
comedians go, Delia is a very good looking man.
Ghostface fucks fans.
I would say Chris Delia is probably top 5 best looking current comedians.
Really?
Men wise, dude. Most of this industry.